Good evening and welcome to the 26th Royal-Thomian Football Encounter. Today I'm here with my friend Gabriel Gomez.
So it's a kind of a bright and sunny day. There is a bit of a rain cloud approaching us, but should be all right. So Kasim, what do you think about today's game? How do you think it's gonna go?
Well, Thomian having a good winning streak right now. They beat Royal 4-1 they beat Trinity recently by 4-1 and they won the zonals as well. So the teams are lining up for the national anthem and the respective school songs.
As you can see, we have a pretty big crowd. All the boys have come to support their team, which is nice to see.
And we are back. So the weather's pretty good today, Gomez.
Yeah. In fact, there's a little bit of a rain cloud, isn't there? But I feel like we should be alright.
We've
The
been
universe is on our side today.
we've been having a couple of good days of sunny side.
Yeah, it's been quite sunny for a while now, which is nice because there was so much rain. Not too far back.
The match has been postponed. I think this is the second time since the match has been.
Yeah, it's been postponed. It was meant to be had last week, and now we're having it on Monday. So it was proposed. This is like both schools are currently tied in wins. St. Thomas has 5 wins, and Royal College also has 5 wins. So this is a pretty big match because it is the tiebreaker. The two, which is the best school sports-wise for the year 2022. So first stake, the stakes are pretty high, but I know that both teams will keep a calm head and play a good game.
Well said, Gomez. So who do you think will bring the trophy home?
I mean, STC did become the champions, right? The
Of the zonal champions.
They became zonal champions, and they're a very strong, good team. My career, their captain has been leading them very well, and they've been practicing every day. And I feel like they have the best chance of bringing it back to Mount.
After the Trinity-Thomian, we saw some good performance from all the players. What do you say about that, Gomez?
So, and another thing to add is we did win the Trinity though 3-0, which is a great win for St. Thomas's. Another thing I'd like to add is that their Mukta scored 2 goals and only the danger player, not very proud of.
And Mahit Pera, the captain, scored one against Trinity. The teams, the teams are currently meeting the officials of the game and the administration, coaches, headmasters, wardens. Gomez, which player do you expect to bring on the best performance today?
Like I said, Musa is a very strong player, but it's hard to say. This is a very talented team. Mahit also is a very strong player. One thing Mahit has is he's like performed well he does well in many other sports, so he knows how to handle the pressure and he mainly knows how to get the win in the end of the day. So I feel like Mahit, you can't change Mahit. It's very better than
This team is full of experienced players and young stars. Experienced players would be Kavish, Kamal Chandra, Anu Dellawala, Mahit Pereira, and a mix of young players as well who are playing the Royal-Thomian for the first time. Mohammad Mukta, Nikhil Jeshuran, Shivendi Silva, Shashinka Fernando.
and the sun has come out and it is warm. It's,
The players are going to have a tough time, but it is better than having a rain.
yeah, with the rain, it will be very muddy and slippery, and it will be hard for the players to adapt. At least when it's warm, it's dry, so they are more used to it.
The squads are currently huddling up for their team talks. News have just come in that the starting 11 of St. Thomas College Mount Lavinia would be Shrestha Anthony's in goal. In the defense, we have left back Shashenka Fernando, right back Ahmad Jeza, and the two centre backs Jaden Rodrigo and Steen Devasagayam. And in midfield, we have Shiven De Silva, Kavish Kamal Chandra, and the captain Mahit Pereira. And in strike, we have left wing Anudella, right wing Nikhil Jayashuran, and in strike, the very dangerous Muhammad Mukta.
As you can see, both teams are huddling up, trying to motivate each other.
I have been in the field with Mahit Pereira. He gives one of the best motivational talks. I'm pretty sure the team will feel pumped up and make this game a very
Very memorable one. The smaller mid players, he's very agile, very quick. He will get through you. He's very agile and quick, very dangerous on the pitch.
The players are currently going to their positions, and the game is about to start. Royal has won the toss and they have gotten the ball. And the game has currently started. The pressure is on the players. Oh, what interception! And the ball is Mukta.
Body gets the ball.
The ball is with the goalie.
And also be sure to go and follow the Thomian Legion Twitter account to get all your updates and everything about the team. Or some nice controlling from
Nikhil Jeshuran. And it's the captain Mahit who's intercepted by the Royalists. And he gets it back. Shashinka Fernando, Mahit Pereira, Shivan De Silva.
To Kavish.
And it's looking at Mahit. Oh, and he's intercepted by the Royalists.
They need to Royalists have or
And the defense,
should have it, and he does.
Shreyas Anthony's. That's a very simple catch for him. He's a man of his capability. And it's a kick.
Not the best kick. I'll went to a Royalists.
And the Royals. And it's a shot. The kick is to be taken by Jaden Rodrigo. Oh, and it's a foul lob pass, and the Royal is intercept again. Jaden Rodrigo with a header.
Oh,
And-
prediction.
And Royal is and oh,
This.
I feel like the I feel like the defense is opening up, right, Gomez? The players are almost everywhere. The pressure is on the players. The 26th derby is happening after I'm afraid, I think 2 years. Am I right, Gomez?
I think you are right. You know, COVID gave us, restricted us a lot, and then there was economic crisis, but we are back.
And it's a throw in to the Thomians. And it's taken by Ahmed Jaza. And then it's a far one. But it's and it's a free kick to St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. It is taken by the captain Mahit Pereira. And he looks to cross it in. And the whistle,
You know, the might is very good under pressure. Will you be able to get it?
and the whistle is blown. And it's a cross. And a cross with no result. But the ball is back with the Thomians.
Not good pass, not good pass. Shashenka is getting overwhelmed, but he does a decent job at getting the ball away. Very physical there, Shashenka is. He will take you to the ground if you.
The young midfield.
He's saying very collected, no Carson. He's not like hammering the ball too hard, he's passing it correctly.
He has quite a bit of experience. He's the current captain of the under 18 football team, which they also won the zonals. And we have Shivan Field, who is back after dengue.
Yeah, Kasim, Shivan had dengue just like less than 2 weeks ago. And we're lucky the event got postponed, but even if it happened last week, he said he was ready to go, you know. He said he's willing to play until he even blacks out on the pitch. That shows you what a legend he is. He's a beast. A pioneer, I would say. Shivan De Silva, there's nobody like him.
And it's a throw in. And it's the Royalists. And it's a throw in to the Royalists. The weather's still looking good, Gomez. Do you think it'll be the same throughout the game?
can't say it, but yeah, I would say so. It's like a football game is 90 minutes. So we should be able to manage.
St. St. Thomas and St. Thomas and Royal are currently drawn with 10 sports, which Royal have won 5, St. Thomas have won 5, and this would be the tiebreaker. Imagine the pressure on the players, Gomez.
Yeah, it must be pretty high. Because like most of your training just was this one match, this one moment, and a lot of pressure. But I feel like they can handle it because, as I say, our school produces some high-level students, students who can handle pressure, that's such as Shiben De Silva or Shashenko Fernando.
And the ball is in another level and is intercepted by the Royalists, and it's back with Jaza, and it's out again.
Not the best kick, but Royalist gets the ball through him. Decent pass. Intercepted by the Thomians. Mahit has the ball.
And it's a foul. It's a foul by the Thomians on the Royalists, and it's a free kick towards Royal.
Free kick towards Royal. Quite far out, but
I will say that was a good free kick by the Royalists. I think Royal would have most of the possession right now. Am I right, Gomez?
yeah, St. Thomas hasn't attacked Royal, like gone properly in front in quite a while. We should work on that. A long pass, but again intercepted by a Royalist. Most of these throw-ins are getting intercepted by Royalists. I think Sora should first try to make sure one of the throw-ins actually gets to a player rather than just throwing it as far as possible. Suns also reduced a little bit, which is kind of nice.
And the ball is with Steen. And it's a throw in for St. Thomas College.
Throw into STC. Hopefully they don't just throw it as far as possible.
I wouldn't say far. I would say they go to the best player possible.
Yeah, like that. Get it to the best player possible. Try to make an opening.
I think the Thomian
should
should.
A little bit. Try to gather themselves also.
I think the Thomian should maintain a bit of possession before they try to score.
And I noticed a lot of long passes for the Thomians are going a bit out. We should try to work on that. But our defense has been is improving. That's the reason why the Royals haven't been able to score. We got some very physical defenders who will take you down to the ground.
And the ball is in the Thomian's half. I think the Royals' attack has been much better than the Thomians' attack. Am I right, Gomez?
Yeah, I would say that Tora beats Royal in terms of skill. Especially players like Shiben De Silva, who are pioneers of our generation. He did not tell me to say that, by the way. He did not tell me to say that.
That's a good skill by the Royalist. And the ball is with Jaden Rodrigo, and 3 players on Nikhil.
Intercepted, but Shashenko Fernando has that covered.
Anudella with the ball.
Nope, not getting through me.
And the Royals back again with the attack. And it's a shot but a big miss.
Also, be sure to download the Royal-Thomian live app for live sports commentary. Very useful. Please download.
The Thomian has had a coach swap. The new head coach is Priyanka sir, who has had over 15 years of experience in coaching the boys. I would say he's has brought a big difference to the Thomian players.
Shashenka with the ball. Gets the ball. Then Lavinia.
Oh, and it's blocked by Shashenka Fernando.
Amazing. She can blocks it.
Oh, and it's is that a foul? The players on the ground, and the free kick is in close range with the goal. I would say the free kicks have been good so far for Royalists, and the Royals' hopes must be high. How would you, Gomez? How do you think Thomians would be able to stop the goal from going in?
It is being taken here, but STC does have a very good goalkeeper, so it should be really hard for the Royals to get it in. Again, we are a very experienced team. We have our strategies.
Shresh Anthony has been performing well throughout the season, with winning the best goalkeeper award in the 20th Thomian.
Another dangerous player is Kavish Kamal Chandra. One is his speed and his cuts. His cuts are very impressive. Not only are they fast, but they're very unpredictable. You can't really predict his cuts.
And the players are currently lining up for the free kick. And it's a 6-man line to block the ball. And it's a shot. Oh, and it's a big miss, which would bring a big smile towards the to the Thomian faces.
Good try.
And it's a corner for Royalists. I think the ball deflected from the line, Gomez.
So, the first one of the game,
You're right. The
Thomian.
Thomian defense is good. They have Jalen Rodrigo with his height, and it's a miss. And the ball is with the Thomians. I think the Thomians should play a bit more faster, and they should start counter-attacking. Ball to Kamal Chandra, and it's a long kick towards, and it's intercepted by the Royals. Shivan De Silva. Shashenka Fernando is trying his best, and it's another miss. It looks like Kavish Kamal Chandra is going to take all the kicks for the team. It's
a very strong, powerful kick. He's able to get through.
It's Nikhil Jaishuran, and it's the boys. And it's not a penalty. And Thomians are back again. Oh, it's Team Devasagayam. And the ball is back in the Thomian half. Yeah. The men in blue and yellow going through. Oh, and it's a failed skill by the Royalist. And it's deflected. Oh, and saved by the Christ Anthony's. Gomez, what would you say about the previous foul in the penalty box in the Royalist half? Would you say that was a penalty?
I would like it kind of was, wasn't it? And then
And it's a throw in for the Royalists.
numbers are slowly increasing, which is nice to see. If it's possible, we would really appreciate it if you were able to come down and watch match and score. But it's school of they really use it. It's,
But the stands are looking full from both the sides, from St. Thomas's and Royal College. After the inspirational talk by Janitha Dadler, by the head prefect, who encouraged all the Thomian students to come and support the players. It was an inspirational talk, I would say, Gomez.
it wasn't Sean, it wasn't that, it was Sean, and it was very inspirational. Like I said, both sides are 5-all, and this is the tiebreaker to decide the victor for the year 2022. A tiebreaker like this happens very rarely, so please, if you can, come and watch the game. Otherwise, if you're watching the live stream, even that's all right.
And with half an hour more for the first half, 15 minutes down, 30 to go. How would you say what happened in the 15 minutes? Who was more victorious in the 15 minutes, Royal or the Thomians?
Royal had a number of great opportunities. But I feel like mistakes by Shashin, but he had it power. Oh, a mistake. Royal has to make an opening. Oh,
and it's a miss. And there is no words to describe this moment. Oh, it's a big miss. And the crowd goes wild.
They just control the ball a little bit better. They could have gotten a goal.
The defense.
That's the best opportunity of the game, no? So far.
The Thomian defense needs to tighten up and stop those chances from coming in.
The job at predicting the attacks of the Royalists as well.
And it's Muhammad Mukhtar with the ball and intercepted by Kavish Kamal Chandra. Pass to Nikhil, Mahit Pereira, Kavish Kamal Chandra. It's a through ball and it's a throw in.
Royal is making the run.
It's a throw in. The players are going into the box. It looks like it's going to be a long ball. And the ball is headed out by Ahmed Jaza. I think it's going to be a corner. I think it's the second corner of the game. Gomez?
I would say so. Again, the second corner of the game is for Royal. Let's see what they can do with it this time. Last time they took too much power and the ball went too far. Let's see if they can fix their mistakes. It's for a goal.
It's Ahmed Jaza in the first post, Shashinga Fernando in the second post. And the players are running about. And it's a miss. And it's Nikhil Jeshu running after the ball. And he keeps the ball in the field. It's a nutmeg. What a nutmeg by the youngster. And what a pass! And this Mohammad Mukta.
Let's see what he.
I'm afraid no one could keep out Mohammad Mukta's pace. And it's a free kick for the Thomians. All the pressure is on Mahit Pereira.
He is used to the pressure, and I'm sure he will be able to handle it. He is a show star, isn't he?
He's a quadruple colorsman here who has represented college in football, cricket, rugby, and athletics.
As you can see, he's very decorated, and he has done this many times.
I think this is his third Royal-Thomian, if I'm right.
Say so, yeah. Not too sure about that fact. I would say this 4.
It's a free kick. Oh, and a miss.
Good try, though. Good try.
Things are looking good for the Thomians so far in the second 15 minutes.
And I think, yeah, we're going to have the first free. Is this the first corner for St. Thomas's?
I think so.
I would say so, yeah.
And it's a fast corner from out of the Nikhil, and out of the crosses it in. And it's Shivain. Oh, what a miss.
Next time, Shivain. The thing about Shivain, he always takes the chances. He's a brave kid.
And the team falls back.
As you can see, he is very upset, but the game is not over, Shivain. You will have many more chances in the future.
And it's headed by Shivain De Silva. And it's Mahit with the skills.
Avish has got the ball. Oh,
Gomez, do you know that Mahit Pereira represented Sri Lanka in the under-18 football team?
I did not know that. That's actually ridiculously impressive. Wow. As I said, he is like the number 1 sportsman ever.
Yeah. Mohammad Mukta has been having a very good season so far, scoring 2 goals in Royal-Thomian and scoring a number of goals in the zonals. He was the man of the match in the Royal-Thomian. And Royal has not been having a good season so far in the Dialogue Papere.
And again, not the best pass by Royal as it goes out.
And the ball is out. Shashank Fernando with the throw in.
With it, a bit too strong, I would say, but as easy as got it out of that passing to each other. They're bringing it up. Let's see what they can do from here.
It looks like the captain is playing all over the field, Mahit Pereira. What would you say about that, Gomez? And it's Mukta. Oh, what? And it's a good save. I would say the passes should be better. And going back to earlier, Gomez, what would you say about Mahit running all over the field?
He's a very fit player. He will be able to play well.
And it's not so good kick by the Royals goalkeeper. Shivain De Silva with the ball. Mahit Pereira. Anudella. And Mohammad Mukta goes in. And it's a cross. Oh, and a miss. It's a big miss for the Thomian side. It's a very big miss. What a cross from Mohammad Mukta. You can see the disappointment in Mahit Pereira's face. But don't worry. Thomians really back. It's a goal kick for Royals.
Now, much more cooling. See where we can go from here. Goal kick by the Royalists.
And the ball is intercepted by Kavish Kamal Chandra. Mahit Pereira. Shivain De Silva.
Silva, very calm, very collected.
And the ball is intercepted again, and it's Shashank and no, it's Jalen Rodrigo. Mahit Pereira. Who do you think,
In the shops.
Gomas, who do you think would score the first goal in today's game?
I would place my bet on Mutta, to be honest. No, Mutta or Mahit, because Mahit is anyway used to this stage, but Mutta has been so exceptionally good this season. So I'd say it's one of those two, but again, you can't say it's very unpredictable sport.
Oh, and it's a cycle kick by the rope, and it's what a skill by Shivendra Silva, and it's a long shot. It's a long shot by Kavish Kamal Chandra.
Nobody like him.
And it's a drop ball, and the ball is with Shashank Fernando, Nikhil, and it's a foul,
Oh,
a free kick towards the Royalists, for the Royalists. How do you think this free kick would convert?
do I think it would go? Or the only way, I don't think it would go direct. Only way I think it would go is it would get to another defender, and then the Thomians would they'll have to make some sort of mistake in order to. Oh, I don't really think this will go in. It's a very odd angle. You'll see now.
And it's a miss. Oh, a cycle kick.
Trying to.
It's
Cristiano Ronaldo.
it's offside by the supposed Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's and skills.
Dina. I can see there are 55 of you all here as well. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Even if you can't be here to support the boys in person, it's a great thing that you're at least watching the game and watching boys play their hearts.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow our Twitter account, Thomian Legion, to stay updated throughout the game.
Yeah, kicked by Kavish. Come on, it's a very strong foot, very powerful.
We can hear the papere all the way from here.
Mutta tried it, but ball is got it.
Another Lavala. Intercepted again by the Royalists. And the Royalists go again. And the ball is collected by Shrestha Anthony's.
Off Shivendra Silva with the skills. Also, Royal did win the under 17 Royal-Thomian game not too long ago.
And the sun is back.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, and it's save.
Very bad, but looks like Shrestha had it covered.
I think Shrestha should have more sticky hand. Nikhil crosses in. And it's a lousy header It's Mahit. How many times do we say it's Mahit Pereira?
He is a man. So
The crowd cheers on from the stands. The goalkeeper is down in the Royalist side. I think he has a cramp. And the medics.
he had to get a substitute, no?
I don't think. I think it's just a cramp, and the medics are coming right in. Do we have any idea at what happened?
Yeah, I think must be a cramp. No.
And the Thomians are using this time as a small huddle to.
We can use this to re-strategize and think like what's going wrong, what can we do better, what are they doing well, what can improve.
Gomez, what do you think the Thomians should improve on?
Their defense, I feel like a lot of the defenders are handing the ball to the Royals and giving them unnecessary opportunities. So even though the Royals can't score it.
I think Thomians should certainly improve their passes, and the Royals should.
Say the best opportunity, the best chance Thor had so far was with there's that amazing shot by Shiban. Missed the goal by a little bit.
And the Torapara is on.
Use Thomians and the Royals using this time to recover. Again, the sun seems to be taking shifts, just coming in and going out over and over and over again.
The goalkeeper seems okay right now. The ball is up. And who is this? I think it's Kavish Kamal Chandra on the floor.
Like he was attacked.
Is it an elbow to the eye?
Yeah. Strike.
I think it's a free kick.
But he is a fighter. It does not matter. He will continue to play until you bring him to his knees.
Kavish Kamal Chandra was the captain while Mahit Pereira represented our school in rugby. And the kick is to be taken by the victim of the foul, Kavish Kamal Chandra. And it's a long pass.
Very good pass. Powerful. Perfect kicks.
And Sachin Fernando trying for a kick. Jaden Rodrigo with the ball. Kavish Kamal Chandra, Nikhil, Mohammad Mukhtar. Oh, it's a handball? Is it a handball? I think it is a handball.
Then that's it.
The ball is at Jaden. He's trying his best. Not that. And
Be a throw in for the Royalists.
I think that was a handball. Gomez.
I would say so too, but that's in the past.
And we have 10 more minutes to go for 45. We are currently at 35. Oh, and it's another level with the Mohammad Mukhtar.
He has the ball.
All the players seem to be on Mukta at all times. I think they are aware of his superb capability in the game.
Very dangerous player. Very successful player as well this year. But,
I would say that Mukta is showing traits of Lionel Messi. Short but good.
just like Lionel Messi, his dribbling is amazing. He's very agile. He has a good way of keeping the ball near him, but preventing other people from getting it from him.
It's Mahit Pereira who's about to take the throw in.
I would say that Shivan De Silva is somewhat of a Neymar Jr. with his skills and with his very
Agile.
shots from very weird angles.
And it's Mahit Pereira with the cross. The ball is up.
There by Rollis, but
Shashanka Fernando.
he's hitting the ball a lot today.
Steen. Shivan.
Kavish pushing him, trying to get the ball back.
Good control by the royalist. Well, ball is taken back.
Deflection. Ball is going back and forth. Royalist, someone from Thomian side hits it to the Royalist side, and someone from Royalist side hits it back to the Thomian side. That seems to be what's happening so far, as you saw right now.
The ball is up.
It's up.
And the ball is in now. And it's Nikhil.
Smart, very strategic player. So is Shashenka with his passes. Shashenka's passing is very good. Again, these two did not tell me to say this. Who would you say is dominated in like possession so far, Qasim?
The Royal have played good, but in the latter part of the first half, Thomians did bring about a change with possession. So I would say it's equal so far, around 45 to 50. 45 to 50.
There.
And it's.
Is it cleared? It is
Yeah.
not cleared. Still in play.
And it's. Oh,
Oh,
a big scuffle. Both the players down.
what happened right there?
The Royalist on the ground. It looks serious.
Both of them collided into each other at once, I'd say.
Do you think it's a foul?
And the sun is back again. Oh, Thomian is bringing the ball forward slowly and strategically.
On Mukta.
Nice
Mahit
pass.
Pereira.
See, they can go from here, Mahit.
Pereira. Oh! What a shot by Mahit Pereira and then by Nikhil Jeshuran. It's a corner. I think it's going to be a fast corner. No, I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid not. They said they're going to go for it.
And it's crossed in, but too far out. And the ball is out.
The ball is out. There are 5 minutes left in the game. Looks like there won't be any goals for the first half. Both sides have showed good defending, attacking. I'd say Tora's attack has been more coordinated. Their shots have been closer towards the goal. I'd say the shots Royal has had so far have been due to good dribbling and due to a few mistakes by the Thomian defenders. But looks like we've sorted that out.
Anything could happen in these last 5 minutes of the first half. Anything could happen. After all, it is football, a game of wonder.
Yes, it is the most popular game in the world with over 5 billion fans.
With the Football World Cup coming up, all the players and footballers right now must be hyped up to support their favorite nations. And mine would be Argentina, since the GOAT is playing, Lionel Messi.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you there. I'd say the winner should be Portugal with the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Argentina has been having a very good season so far with 40 games unbeaten, winning the Copa America, winning against the European champions Italy.
Yeah, Argentina is a very strong team. England also is a good team. Brazil. It could go to anyone this year.
And the ball is out. Back on the topic of World Cup, do you think Sri Lanka has any chance in the future of going so far up to the international stage?
Honestly, like, we are going to invest a lot of money in our players and everything. We would do that. Cricket and any other sports. I would say football is really our forte at the moment. Yeah, I'd say Argentina.
And it's a save by the goalkeeper.
But then again, Portugal does have to go with Cristiano Ronaldo.
I think we're diverting to a different topic, which can be argued later.
Will do.
The break is going to be interesting. Players down.
Fall to the ground.
Are we seeing Ahmad Jaza with ball? Ball is back for the Thomians. Ball is back with the Royalists. Intercepted by Lavinia. Pushing Fernando with the long ball to Nikhil Jeshuran. Ball with Jaden Rodrigo. Shivendi Silva. Mahit Pereira loses the ball. Anudel Lavala, Mahit Pereira. It's looking good so far, and then the momentum has been broken by the Royalists. Thomians did win the rowing regatta and the water polo hymn in the last 2 weeks. So what do you say about that, Gomez?
It wasn't just a win, it was a win in very, very dominant fashion. So the Thomians are on a bit of a roll right now. Let's see if we can keep that going. This is the last Royal-Thomian of the year. And again, I'll say this many times more, the score is tight. This is to decide the winner between the two teams of the year 2022.
And the Royal skills through. And it's offside.
And there's less than a minute left to 45 minutes. It was less than a minute towards the end of the first half. I don't think much can happen, but again, it's a very unpredictable sport.
I think there might be some
Is it? No.
And the ball has gone out. And the ball is thrown back to Shashinga and I don't think the Royalist coach is going to be happy about that. And we're looking at an extra 1 minute as injury time. And we are currently on injury time, which is 1 minute. Anything could happen in this 1 minute. Literally anything. Anything from this free kick. This ball could be counter-attacked by the Thomians. But I think this would be the last piece of play for the bell whistles. And it's a lousy kick by the Thomians. Oh! Go. And the ball is in Nikhil. And it's half time.
Both teams have not scored any goals, but we have had quite a lot of entertainment because this is a very entertaining sport. As you can see, one of the Royalist players is on the ground as well. Looks like he should be all right.
Thank you for watching the first half with us, and please come back for the second half, which will start in some time. Thank you.
And we are back. The substitutes are currently in training, and the substitutes are training because the subs are going to be put in here and there now. So we'll start the conversation. Qasim, why is Messi the GOAT?
We can discuss the later, Gomez. And back to the game. Who do you think performed better in the first half, Gomez?
I would say that Royal dominated the first bit, but towards the end, St. Thomas's were St. Thomas's dominated the last bit of the first half.
Could we expect some substitutes from the coach?
It depends. If we score a goal and we get into a comfortable, even more than a goal, if we get into a comfortable position where we're properly dominating the Royalists, then he might put a few substitutes here and there.
I think he might have to improve attacking, because so far the passes have been a bit lousy.
Yeah, but excluding the pass, the passes between the strikers have been pretty bad. But the midfielders have done a decent job of getting the ball forward. We could work on that a bit more.
And the squad is coming back in the first 11. And so far there have been no changes that we have been notified of.
I presume Mahit has given them a good speech. Their coaches have given them a good speech.
I think
they've sorted all the problems.
I'm pretty sure Mahid would have increased the confidence of the players. So sit back and enjoy the game. We are back again with a very interesting topic that we discussed in the first half, which is this commentary is turning out to be a podcast on who is the better player, Messi or Ronaldo. Please drop in the live chat. Who do you think is better, Messi or Ronaldo? The team is currently huddling up. The Royalists are also back in the field. The officials are also in the field. The crowds are coming back after their break. So far, Royal and St. Thomas's have dominated the game equally, I would say.
We are going to start soon, so both teams look refreshed, ready to go. The strategies must have changed a little bit, and they must have adapted to the other team's old strategies as well. This might be a more different game. We'll see. And it's underway. St. Thomas's attacking early on.
And the game started with a bang. And the ball is kicked off.
Handled. Again, hitting it like usual.
Oh, and it's a big mistake by Jaden, but the mistake is covered by the goalkeeper, Shesht Anthony's. I think the Mahit motivational talk has worked Gomez.
Looks like it has, because even though St. Thomas are making a few mistakes, they are being extremely aggressive and creating new opportunities one after the other. It's just so the ball was hit a little bit too hard and out of reach.
There have been mistakes, but the players are performing more aggressively and more passionately. And also be sure to download the Royal-Thomian live app for live sports commentary. And also subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to go follow the Legion on Twitter. This way you will be able to get updates on the game. Alright. Looks like there's a bit of a scene, but should start around now.
I think it looks like
It's still strong as ever.
it looks like the Royals are a bit fragile because they are down. They are always down.
Royalists are genuinely like that. Maybe they are actually getting power, or maybe they're faking it. We'll never know.
They might be pulling some Neymars.
Yes, they are doing typical Neymar as usual, doing whatever it takes, even to get the win.
I think the trophy is currently at home. With St. Thomas College. The trophy was won by Ebenezer's team back in 20 19, if I'm not wrong.
Looks like Kavish is going to take the free kick. Kavish is the better hitter. He's more accurate.
And it's a cross.
It's a cross. It's a cross. Let's see where we can go from
And
there.
it goes in. And it's
No, it's not.
was it a handball?
Oh, Kavish started getting it.
Mahit Pereira has appealed to the referee. And it's a throw in.
Have the throw in. Taken comfortably.
And it's a pass. And the ball is out.
The ball is out a lot bit. Maldives are making a few silly passes here and there. But I understand it to a certain extent. I mean, when you're striking, when you're up there, the pressure is like immense, and most players struggle to keep the composure they need in order to score goals, to stay calm and collected and think as while moving with the ball. So they'd usually just pass it or try to do some skills. But real players know on how to get the ball through the defenders, pass it well. Oh, a big mistake by the Thomians.
And it's a shot. And what a save by Shesh Anthony's.
Good save by Shesh Anthony's, but the Thomians can't keep giving the ball to the Royalists. But it's fine. Shrestha has it covered.
I'm afraid Shrestha has been covering up all the mistakes of the Thomians so far. He's been having a good season in sports so far. He previously won the Dr. Arwell Heyman Water Polo Trophy. And I'll repeat this. And it's a corner kick. And the ball is with Steen Devasagayam. Ball is going, passes it to Mahit Pereira. He has some tails. He's looking at Anudhan Ravala. And the ball has been intercepted. And it's offside by the boys in blue.
Crowd seems to be increasing, which is nice to see. And it's a shot by the Royalists.
I think we have a whole full house right now, Gomez.
We do, which is nice to see. Nice to see you guys. And girls.
Gomez, do you think this game could end with penalties?
Maybe. I presume, like, either that, or I don't think both teams.
If it does,
If anything, one of the teams.
if it does go to penalty shootouts, I think we do have a very strong chance of going through because of our goalkeeper Shesh Anthony's, and it's Muhammad Mukta with his pace, and he goes forward. Muhammad Mukta, and it's in this. Whoa, and it's Mukta's pace is truly magnificent.
He also has a sense of football, like it's in him.
Mukta has football in his blood, while his brother also played football quite some time back. A dangerous tackle by the Royalists.
Trying to get the ball no matter what. So it's
Ahmad Jaza. And it's a throw in for the Royalists. Handball. And I think it's a handball.
either way, it's a foul.
It's in a very close range towards the goal.
Yes. Either they're gonna try and shoot from far. I personally, it's in a all right angle.
I think if the kicker is able to curve the ball in But even if he does curve it in, we have a brick wall in the net, which is who is Shrestha Anthony's. How would you define Shrestha Gomez?
He's very passionate about the sport and all of the sport he plays. He works hard.
And it's
This guy as well.
and it's number 11 with the kick. He tries to go through.
Go
eh.
through, Shrestha dive and stops him. Shrestha passes it on, trying to start the attack as fast as possible.
And the ball is intercepted. And Anuda gets it back. Kavish Kamal Chandra, Mohammad Mukta,
Mukta has the ball.
and
Use some nice skills. Good try.
ball is up.
Mukta jumping up in the air. Mukta puts the ball out. You can see the frustration on his face. That was not meant to happen. It's alright. It's still, there's much more to go in the game. You have much more time to redeem yourself. Royalists seem to be just kicking the ball as far as possible. That's not how you win this game. You need to kick it to the attackers, Royalists, before you actually worry about kicking it. Royalists trying to make something out of this. They have something here if they use it well.
And it's defended by Shashank Fernando. How many times am I going to say his name, Gomez?
A lot. Boy who likes the head more than he hits.
And it's a foul.
Foul.
It's a foul.
Not a foul. This game.
The game does look enticing, but a game with no goals.
Plus, the heat must be very frustrating in a way for the players. Now it's cooled down a bit more. The sun is going down.
But I suppose this weather is certainly better than having than it being rainy. And
Getting soaked in the rain.
And the players are down. We have a Thomian down as well as Royalists down. The medics are currently attending towards both players. Gomez, do we have any info on what happened?
Or maybe like
I think it's Shashank Fernando who's down. The players attending to him, and the players are having a small water break. I think Gomez, if the players just improve their passing and their shooting capability, that they might be able to score a goal. It does look enticing for the players.
it does. Both teams taking this time to strategize. The game has begun again.
And it's the ball is the Royalists. It's looking like a free kick.
Not a free kick that has been made. So far, all of them have been pretty unsuccessful. Either of the teams marking the players well.
I think I can see Jaden Rodrigo going up front. We could expect a header towards goal. The free kick is taken by Mahit Pereira. And it's a shot, but defended by the Royalists. And the ball is going.
Royalists also adapting well. Their play seems to have gotten a bit better. Can't underestimate the Royalists.
Ball is taken back by Mohammad Mukta, but taken back again by Royal.
Down. Just as the Thomians are very good under pressure, so are the Royalists again.
Oh, and it's a crazy tackle by Jaden Rodrigo, which wins back the ball for the Thomians. Might trying some crazy stuff.
I was talking to Mike earlier, he said we cannot underestimate the Royalists because they are such a strong side, and just as our mentality is good, so is the Royalists mentality. We have such good respect towards the Royalists. There seem to be a lot of breaks this game due to injuries and other reasons by both sides. Still can't say who's going to win. Both sides are playing well. The Thomian grit and the Royalist grit is really showing. This game has slowed down a little bit.
So
the Thomians, it goes to another Thomian.
charging on Fernando, and we're at 62 minutes right now.
Immediately.
We have
Throw-ins have been headed away by the Royals. They done a good job at marking their players and preventing the throw-ins from going towards throw-ins by the Thomians from going towards other Thomian players.
and the ball is out.
Is out. Thomians haven't been aggressive that much in a little bit. We need to work on that a bit more. Would be nice to score a few goals rather than going to penalties. If we do go to penalties, both teams have pretty strong sides. Shrestha is a really good goalkeeper, but we can't underestimate the Royal goalkeeper as well. He's also shown good skill this game.
Jaza, Nikhil, and it looks like Nikhil has been fouled. We can see some funny scenes where Royal just fell down to the ground, and
Side, the leg. Yeah. I don't think you'll notice, but that is quite nice. One of our players. One of our players, Jeza, one of the Royalists was on the ground. He offered and helped that Royalist, helped him stretch, which is a true showing of sportsmanship, and which is what we try to inculcate in but the main aim of sports is to improve sportsmanship. As you can see, he's helping the Royalist player by giving him a nice stretch. It's a beautiful sight.
looking like a substitution,
Yes.
and it's Akash. It's Akash Fernando for Anuday Lawala. Akash has been handy in the 20 Thomian.
Who would you say is the man of the match? Not man of the match, but the best player for Tora today?
I would say Mahit has been performing well. Even Mukta has been performing well so far.
But excluding the people in front, I'd say that Kavish Kamal Chandra has also been very active. He's been running around a lot, I've noticed, throughout this game, picking away attackers and getting the ball back. Shashank Fernandez also played very well. Shiven also has played well.
With the new substitution of Akash, we could see some skills.
Both teams having a lot of time to recover. That's actually really nice. Jeza just helped the Royalist out of the pitch, which is very nice to see.
It's a very funny scene. Another Royals is down.
Another.
I can't. It's a throw in. Ball has gone all the way towards the penalty box, and it's what a jump by Mahit Pereira.
From going towards the other attacker. Mora needs to work more on their throwings and where they throw the ball too. Like try to get it closer towards one of the other tackles and try to clear up some space for a good shot.
So Gomez, who has played better so far? The men in blue and black or the men in blue and yellow?
When it comes to the teams, you can't really say. There have been bits where Royal has done better. There have been bits where Thora has done better. There have been bits where Royal's defense hasn't been good. There have been bits where Thora's defense hasn't been good. So you can't really say.
The free
I'm
kick.
very impressed by both teams' performances. Not just by the Thomian.
The free kick by Kavish Kamal Chandra. The ball goes in, and it's defend, and it's headed back by, and it's Shiven with the ball.
Shiven Silva going up against like 4 defenders.
Nikhil, Steve, Muhammad, Mahit. Oh, what a almost good pass. The Royal attack is going on.
Opportunity right now. Decent opportunity. Can they make something of it?
And it's defended by Jaden. Oh! Is it a goal? Is it a goal? Is it a goal? It's a Is it a goal?
Oh, what a good opportunity. Just inches away.
Do you think that was a goal? I think that should be checked. I'm afraid.
He's also in pain.
I think even Kavish has fallen towards the floor. Nikhil also. Looks like we have men from Thomas and men from Royal down. Kavish Kamal Chandra is down from Thomas. Is it a free kick? Is it a goal? Well,
I do not know, but that was crazy. It bounced. It was so close to getting into the net.
I think Muhammad Mukhtar should improve his accuracy.
Even that you can't really blame him. It was so close. Like less than an inch, I'd say.
I think that has gone in. I'm afraid we don't have VAR like in England.
No, the thing is basically all professional football. All of professional footballs, and we don't have VAR. We don't have VAR. I would say that might have touched the line, no? That could have gone in. From our angle, at least. Again, a lot of this game, when it comes to knowing whether the ball has gone in or not, like that, it's based on the angles, you know? You can't really say based off the angle that you're watching. That's why you have VAR when it comes to professional football.
Here a substitution for Royal.
He
He
injured from the looks of it. He needs to be carried out. or
He,
struggling to walk by
he's in
and
he's in pain. I think he's crying. He's down on the ground. I
in a terrible
I
injury.
I think I can see that the bed is coming out. It looks like
Stretcher,
a
the stretcher. The
I
stretcher has been brought forward to carry him.
the medical team is currently coming forward.
These players sacrifice so much for their school, their bodies themselves. Their bodies get bruised, battered, and it's all for school. It's all for that glory of being the Royal-Thomian.
The
You never ever feel.
the referee is currently pushing away the Thomians as he can sense some jeering. Could this just be a way to time waste? To waste some time? Why do we see so many players, so many people on the ground? Is this injury? He is being carried on versus to the stretcher. We can hear some Tora Paras in the background from the players.
Thomians going, get their blood flowing, give them some more motivation. One of the main things that helps a person perform is that motivation, and the main goal of fans is fuel that motivation, keep the players going, show the players, yeah, we got you, you know.
The injury is looking serious and might.
Pretty serious. It looks like he's going to be taken out. He's in a lot of pain. Must have been like.
Gomez, are we sensing some time waste, or do you think he's actually injured?
I know. I don't think a player would fake it to that extent. No one would fake it to that extent. And I kind of saw it. I think he did hurt his ankle or something a little bit. What the fuck?
So the Royal has been escorted outside. It's a free kick for the Royalists. Mutta looks a bit angry. And the kick is taken.
Yeah. Deflected by the Thomians. In position.
It's Mahit Pereira. And the goalkeeper tell inform. And the ball is in Shrestha's hands. The Tora Paras are going in the background.
Screaming for their team. A nice sight to see.
Almost everywhere right now. Jade Rodrigo. Jade. We can sense some pressure. We are in the last few minutes of the game. The ball is in Thomian half. Steen looks at the striker's eyes. It's gonna be a kick. Jaden Rodrigo takes the kick. Mahit Pereira. We're seeing some crazy passing from the Royalists.
Very good passing. Let's see if they can make the most of this opportunity they have.
And it's not a goal. It's not a goal. It's not a goal.
Nice.
Thomian should improve the defense.
And maybe engage more on the offense. Haven't seen.
And it's Nikhil. Can Nikhil? He controls the ball.
Say to a Royalist.
We have to see some improvement in the passing department.
Section as well. Royalists are being more aggressive.
It's Mahit Pereira with the ball.
What to do? Mahit is a very experienced player. He knows how to play. He knows
Kavish Kamal Chandra.
experience.
And it's a throw in.
There's also much at around this point. Okay, looks like there's going to be a throw in.
It's throw in. It's a very
Opportunity to create some space.
and it's not a foul. It's a foul. Could we expect some goals in the last?
Could maybe expect one. I don't think there will be more than.
And his ball's in Mahit. The
The
ball is with Mukta. Oh,
He's on the ground.
it's a is it a penalty?
Asking
Is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? I'm afraid it's not. It's a free kick for the Royalists. And it's taken and it's shot long.
Were able to manage to get the ball. And now joining us, just to substitute the commentary for a little bit, is Nevan Serasundra and Anjul Hulangama. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you this live stream from the racecourse grounds as we see St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia, taking on Royal College at the Blue Derby. The score still stands at 0-0. Both teams pressing on to be able to try to get that breakthrough to in order to for St. Royal College for them to regain the Blue Derby Trophy and St. Thomas College to take it back to Hotel Road.
So Nivan, what's your overall analysis on the game so far? In my opinion, I feel as if that it's been lacking in the third half, and it's been extremely competitive in the midfield, in my opinion.
Yes, definitely, Anshul. I mean, I think there's been a significant difference between Royal College and St. Thomas College. I think both are issues that have occurred in the final third. I think what St. Thomas's lacks here is that killer final pass. I feel the build-up play into getting the ball into the final third is all right from the Thomian perspective. But the issue the Thomians have at this moment is that killer pass in trying to getting into a good position to finish it off. And Royal College is everything right except finish their chances. That is the only thing that Royal College is lacking at this moment in time.
Absolutely true, Nevan. I believe we saw Royal miss 2 chances in the past, and I suppose it's resulted in the draw we have right now. So there's a free kick happening right now. We don't know if the scoreline will change by any chance.
Yes, I mean, and you can see the overall desperation with the sides. Neither side wants to give up any goal at the moment. Royal College has 11 men behind the ball. This is so that nobody wants to concede a goal at this moment in time, and St. Thomas's have 3 back. The ball in.
And
It's a loose ball. If he says foul in the penalty area. Against St. Thomas's College, Royal free kick.
And Nevan, what's your opinion on the defending by both teams so far?
I feel both teams have been very well organized. I mean, I think what both teams have been able to do is the usage of a sweeper at the back. I mean, St. Thomas's College have been really good, have been very effective in their usage in the sense that Jalen Rodrigo has been sweeping up, allowing the right back and the centre back to play right in front of him, allowing him to sweep up anything that gets past him. But Royal College, I think, has a more professional setup because if you look at it, they're having more of a mid-block in midfield and a defensive midfield is able to sweep up anything from the centre-backs from protecting the centre-backs against any kind of advanced Thomians kind of make. So both teams defensively have been incredibly sound, but we've seen glimpses in which the defenses can switch off from both sides.
Absolutely, and I believe St. Thomas's is playing a more attacking formation as they don't have a central defense midfielder. I believe Mahit Pereira is their central attacking midfielder. And what I've noticed is their long passes especially, have been lacking accuracy from the back mainly.
Yeah, I think both teams really want to give it up, trying to get that one goal. And that's a brilliant ball in. Shrestha Anthony says, come. He gets there in time. But that was a really good ball forward.
And I must say, there's been incredible play when it comes to the clearances on both teams.
Ooh,
Tackle
that
from Royal
is
College.
quite a violent challenge. I'm surprised the referee did not blow his whistle. Outside. Ahmed Jaza. Kamachan has been brilliant today in the midfield, trying to get the ball in, because I feel that Royal College's pressing has been very brilliant, especially in pressing the double pivot that St. Thomas's has in midfield. And I must say, Shiven De Silva and Kavish Kamlachandra have been incredibly effective in that midfield, trying to get the ball into good areas, trying to give the ball to the wingers and allowing Mahit Pereira to drop deep and get the ball and create something. And that's what I think the St. Thomas's has really been able to create. And now
it's like a wonderful chance for St. Thomas's College, and it's a wonderful save from Royal College.
That is a brilliant save there by the goalkeeper who kept his eye on the ball and put his whole body on the line. That is the kind of goalkeeper you like to see as the coach or any spectator supporting Royal College at the moment, because you want to see your team put everything on the line to regain that trophy, and the goalkeeper of Royal College really resembles that at that instance.
Seems like Mahit Pereira is taking a corner. We'll see what the result will be from it. Takes it.
The ball's come
And it's
out
the
of the
box.
penalty area.
something I've noticed in St. Thomas College in their play style is the great chemistry between Kavish, Kamal Chandra, and Shiven. Actually, it's really great to see that, but unfortunately,
Yeah, I mean, that chemistry has been built up for a long period of time, and that is a very bad mistake there by Shiven Pereira.
and
Beg your pardon, Shiven De Silva.
I suppose one reason their chemistry is actually so great, and it's a wonderful chance from St. Thomas's College, and it's over the.
Oh, that is a wasted opportunity, and Mukta knows it. He immediately collapsed to the ground.
The frustration from the Thomian side is prevalent.
Yeah, and I must say, the Thomians have been quite wasteful in front of goal. I mean, considering the fact that they were able to beat a defensively sound Trinity College 3-0 and go on to win zonals, shows that they have a very good attacking. They really do have incredible forwards who are able to finish their dinner. But in this instance, and that is a bad mistake, Anthony has come. Collects the ball.
Great sweep. And as I was saying earlier, even though the chemistry in the midfield is great, I feel as if the chemistry in the front three is lacking. But it seems like Mahit Pereira is going forward and he passes the ball. And it's another wonderful save from Royal College.
Still hasn't cleared the ball away.
And it's another great tackle from Royal College. Absolutely unbelievable. This reminds me a little bit of the Champions League final from Thibaut Courtois.
Yes, what a final that was. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, the Giants of the United Kingdom versus the Giants of Spain. And I must say, the Courtois did play an amazing game there. I mean, me being a Chelsea fan, you do not want to see Liverpool win the Champions League.
And me being a Real Madrid fan, delighted to see us win the Champions League. But let's see what will happen here. And it's in the box, and it's a wonderful clearance from Royal College. Headed back into the box.
Rodrigo.
And I must say, Jane Rodrigo has been on point today with his defense. Him and Shashenko both have been on point when it comes to the defense.
Yeah, I must say that Rodrigo has marshaled that defense like Thiago Silva does. I mean, Thiago Silva and Jane have very similar characteristics. No nonsense defending, just getting your job right and marshalling the people around you to make sure that you do not leave the door open at all, to make sure that you have a solid defense, to make sure that you are able to win these kinds of football matches.
And it seems like there's a bit of a tussle. Once again in the midfield, not, of course, we're used to this in this game so far, as the midfield has been extremely competitive. But seems like St. Thomas College has regained the ball, but it's, I guess, commentators' curse. It's landed back with Royal College, and yet again with St. Thomas College.
Yeah, the ball has been switching up between these two teams quite frequently. And now we see that both teams have increased the pace of the game. I think that resembles the fight both teams have to really win this match and really to work hard as a unit to win the game. I think that is what is being shown on this field today.
I suppose mainly because it's also the final Royal-Thomian of the year, and I believe the current scoreline between all Royal-Thomians is 5-5. And this will really decide who will, who has shown the greatest display in sporting between both schools. Evan, if the game does go to penalties, what do you think? Not just the result, but how do you think St. Thomas College and Royal College will perform on the striking aspect? Because we've already seen Royal's goalkeeper has shown an excellent game so far. Meanwhile, Shrestha hasn't had the chance to display his qualities. So, what do you think will happen on the striking aspect of it?
I mean, of course, I think what has happened is that the Royal College goalkeeper has faced a significant amount of shots and has faced them in high pressure situations.
I think what that does is that grooms you into a more fine goalkeeper. Especially if it wasn't for him this afternoon, Royal St. Thomas College would comfortably leading this match 2 goals to nil, or even 1 goal to nil, 1 goal to nil rather. I think in this instance, in terms of the goalkeeping aspect, the advantage has to be with Royal College, because when you get that kind of form with you, when you face the strikes that he has been facing, you just get that confidence into your head. You know that you are not letting anything through you. Letting anything through you. And on the other hand, Shrestha Anthony's barely been tested this afternoon. Very, very few saves to pull out. The only shots that he has actually faced and hasn't gone wide are the ones that hit the crossbar. But he hasn't faced a real test then. But then again, as we know, penalties are incredibly unpredictable. It could be an instance where it just happens to be an individual who can handle the pressure better. Maybe in those instances, the Royal College goalkeeper he just used his instinct and then went out and collected those balls and were able to really show his goalkeeping mastery. Whereas Shrestha is not being tested yet, but it's really what the mind says in that moment in time, and that is hitting the rose end.
Absolutely. And Evan, what do you think about the shot takers? Because something we've seen is Royal College on their final third is that it either goes above the crossbar or to the side. And we just saw it now as well, I believe. And, I believe I mentioned to you this when they were warming up. I understand it was a warm-up, but they weren't taking a lot of shots during warm-up either. And it was worrying some of the Royalist fans. So what are your opinions on the shot takers?
Again, I mean, of course, you have that mental instinct that you haven't been able to deliver in the match. That could either break you or that could strengthen you. The interpretation could be, I missed my shots and I need to do something better and I need to score goals, or I couldn't do it and I'm going to falter. And with that being said, it's full time here at the race course. The score stands at 0-0 and looks like we'll be going to penalties, and we'll change the commentary box as well, with Gabriel Gomez and Nashat Qasim returning.
Thank you, Nevan Sundar and Arjun, for the wonderful commentary. And we are back. Nashat Qasim and Gabriel.
Defensively, St. Thomas's was pretty good. Shashenka, like Nevan said, Shashenka played well. Jane also did well at sweeping and getting preventing goals. Hasn't really
we're back to the penalty shootouts with I'm afraid Kavish Kamal Chandra taking the first shot for St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia.
Goalkeeper has proved himself quite well. He's done pretty alright, especially towards the end of the game today. He's done some good blocking. He's blocked the ball well, prevented it from going into the goal. As you can see, both teams, like, their fans are running around.
And it's Kavish Kamal Chandra on the ball.
And see,
And the whistle blows and takes a shot. And it's a goal for St. Thomas College, Mount Lavinia.
wow, a great stroke by Kavish.
All the pressure is on the Thomians right now.
The pressure you feel when you take penalties is ridiculous because all of it comes down to just getting that one goal from. Feels like it's from close by, but it's not from. But it's like incredibly, it's like very, like you get anxiety, you get nervous. As you can see, the fans are coming in closer to get a proper view of the penalties.
And we have the Royalists taking a big run.
Taking a big run up. Let's see what he can do. Let's see, Shrestha has had a chance to properly prove himself, this Royal-Thomian.
Our man, the brick wall. Shrestha Anthony is in goal. The Royalist takes a run. And he goes. And it's a goal. And it's a goal. Now it brings it to 1-1. And now we have
More fans are coming down. I presume whatever team wins, they're going to rush in
and we have
congratulate the team.
Nikhil coming up to the penalty spot.
Nikhil also played pretty well. Very good player.
I mean, Gomez, he's a pretty young player. Could we expect the pressure to change the course of this game?
He is young, but he is very talented. Like even Mike mentioned, there are a lot of juniors this year, but the juniors have worked very well to earn their spot in the team.
And the whistle has blown. Nikhil taking the run. And it's a goal!
It's in.
And that
Nikhil is relieved.
and that brings the score to 2-1 in favor of STC.
Royal has a chance to equalize it right now.
If Royal does miss this goal, St. Thomas will have a really good chance in keeping the trophy home. Some mental games between Shrestha and the Royalist.
Royal takes a shot.
And it's a goal.
Very powerful shot as well.
And he falls on the ground to pray to God. To thank God. And now we have the captain himself, the Mahit Pereira.
Mahit is very good under pressure. He's usually amazing under pressure, so I feel like he should be able to get this in without any problem. Mahit's ready. You can see the fire in his eyes.
And he goes. Oh, and it's blocked.
Oh my!
And it's blocked.
Missed by Mahit.
It's a
Not
very.
that good for the Thomians' morale, and it.
That was very crucial.
Very crucial goal missed by Mahit. Now the Royalists have an advantage right now.
The Royalist Shrestha Anthony needs to cover this goal.
All the pressure. There must be a lot of pressure on Shrestha. All of it down to these few moments. Mike has missed his goal. He knows that he has to block it. He has to predict the shooter. He's going for it.
And it's a miss. It's a miss. It's a miss.
It's a miss.
And it stands there 2-2 with 3 shots taken by both teams and leaving us with 2 shots for each team.
The relief on Shrestha's face, the disappointment on the Royalist face. The score is equal now. I'll remind you. And this is any team's game. Both teams have played well, and it's down to these last few moments.
And who do we have on the pitch on the field right now? The lights are not clear. And it goes. And it's a goal! And it's a goal for SSTC Mount.
What a
What
shot!
what a
Strike, I tell you.
Gomez, the morale must be high right now. The hopes must be high. The pressure is certainly high.
Royalists were winning. Thomians must have been at a low, but now they are at a high.
Imagine the pressure on the Royalists now. Imagine the pressure on this Royalist now.
All that training, all that hard work for these last few moments. We can't even like say much or bully like the players who missed because
If Shrestha does cover this. And it's a miss.
it's a miss.
It's a miss.
It's a miss.
It's a miss. So
Miss.
if Thomian scores this, if he scores this, the trophy stays home. The trophy stays where it belongs and where it should belong. All the pressure is in him. A very high intense moment. Everything they practice for, everything they train for, all the blood, sweat, tears, all come down to this moment. Down to this moment in time. Will he perform?
Get it in. Let's see. All of it down to this one moment.
Will he do it?
Playing. Let's see where it goes.
It's a goal! And Thomians win the 26 Royal-Thomian football encounter. And the crowd goes wild. And St. Thomas's College wins the Royal-Thomian.
We win. We
Thank-
won the streak. We won.
Thank you, Anna Shatkartin. And thank you for watching the 26th Royal-Thomian football encounter. Peace out.
It's time to celebrate. Let's go.
Thank you.